Good afternoon, everybody. 6/20/2013. I'm in Sonoma County, California, and I'm just doing a little just boonie trekking, adventuring through the wilderness, admiring the open space that we still have. You can probably hear the cars in the background. I'm near the roadway. I just came down to take a look at. This is something I drive by every day, this creek next to my house. And I just walked through a tick field. That's what I'm rubbing on this tree right now. I'm literally on my back, on my legs. I feel I'm crawling up my... It's pretty hectic right now. Anyways, this is the creek right next to my house that I drive by every day. And I just wanted to see what was down here, and I just kind of wandered down here. And this mystical fairy spot, untouched by humanity, Even though it's right next to the road, there's the road right up there, Even though it's right next to the road, this is it's like an untouched nature, what I would call Sonoma County rainforest or jungle. My dog is over there somewhere, just absolutely destroying everything. Let's go check what she's doing. There's all these beaver hut looking huts just to build up. Probably. I don't think there's too many beavers in Sonoma County. I know there's badgers. So let's see. A lot of rich nutrition. All of this stuff, you can eat all of this stuff. Even this stuff is it's got this square stem, and it's really sticky. It's prickly. It's got these little fucking annoying burrs that stick to everything. Your dog, they gnat up in your dog. You can eat these. You can definitely eat these too. I'll bring my book with me next time. I keep saying that. I don't bring my book. It's just, I look at them and I see visually what they look like, and then where they grow, and then that kind of indicates to me, in California, because I read a lot about the Northern California plants, what's edible. And like I said, right next to the road, we're out here eating plants. What a crazy thought, huh? Humans eating vegetation. It's almost don't people realize that all the vegetables that you have found in the grocery store or any market or anywhere you go was found in the wilderness and then just cultivated by people, farmers, and then an offspring in the gene transformed and made this other type out of the same seeds that you've been getting out for a long time, and sure enough, soon you have a bunch of varieties that all just came from the same strain, kind of like human beings, we all came from the same people. So when people talk about family, it's well, technically we're all family, and there was just a little inbreeding along the way somewhere, and that's what's kept the family gene of the planet and all the people on the planet in line, So anyways, I know today is a really weird day for me. I've had a lot of I'm having problems with my friend, and I consider him as my last friend that I really have, somebody that you could rely on to come pick you up if you were stranded at 2 in the morning anywhere, and obviously there was a built-up aggression, and I think that there's a lot of miscommunication going on with a lot of people and in people's lives, and people are misinterpreting the tone or the way or the moment or what people say, and they get offended or they take it the wrong way, and then there's a miscommunication, or they think they understand, and then later on there was like, oh well, it seemed like you meant it like this, and it was like, well, I actually meant it like that, but you're still talking about the same word. So it's I think it's a good thing to like always clarify in the beginning and not let it build up. I'm learning not to like let stuff build up or put stuff off. It's like I realize that I have to like wait and figure out the wording, but I can't just let it go on for months and months and months. It's just like, or even years, you know. It's like I want to get it off my chest. I think about it a lot. It kind of disturbs me, or whatever it might be, with a family or a loved one or a friend or whatever it is, you know. It's like it's just time to get that out of the table, you know, so you don't have to think about it anymore. So you can just kind of, it's almost like moving on with your life. Because if you're still dwelling on resentments that you had in your past life, then how are you going to move on in your future? You know, and it's just one of those things you just need to let go. And my family and even I sometimes, I've been trying not to do it, but it's just like we bring up the past a lot, and it's like, well, now we need to think about the future and like the present. If you can handle it for every second that it goes by, it's constantly changing, and then all of a sudden it's the past again, or it's the future, you know. So we just need to communicate a little bit better, I think. Lily! My dog's over here, tricking around. Why aren't you moving, Daddy? Why are we in the creek? Lily! This is pretty crazy. This has gotta be a house of some sort. Freaking den. Little pathway through the brush. I mean, I don't think there's one way to get through here. My dog can, look, she's just like... Hi, girl. You having a good time? It's a willow tree in front of me. Peppermint. I can smell it, fresh, wild peppermint. It's delicious. I love it. This is it right here, I think. I don't know if it's exactly peppermint or spearmint, or if it's in the mint. It smells like some sort of a mint. Kind of skunky. I guess if you had a bunch of it, it might smell like marijuana, but no, it's just an herb that grows by the creek. These are stinging nettles right here. They're really good for tea. Good for your memory, good for your respiratory, good for your heart, good for your digestive system. It grows everywhere. Like I said, I'm in the jungle, and this is just wild. This is the stuff that's just growing here. Cattail. You can eat cattail. You can eat the stalk of it. You can eat the root of it. And you can dry it out, roast it, turn it into flour. This right here, it's the underneath side. Doesn't contain all the stings. But they do say that when you do get it, even though it does sting a lot, it's really good for your body. It's just like injected itself with like a pure essence of nettle instead of it being ingested as like a tea or something. It's like, this is wild mustard flower. You can definitely eat this like broccoli. You can even collect the seeds and make mustard. Nice and spicy. It's kind of tastes like a radish. It's good though. Definitely add some flavor to your salad. kind of tastes like wasabi, actually, you know? Natural stuff. If you get a bug on it, don't even worry about the bug. Extra protein. Surviving in the wilderness, protein is an essential need. And even though you can get a lot of protein from vegetables and from like vegetation, it doesn't provide the same fat and protein that meat does. So if you're out there in the wilderness, you're going to want to find like a skunk, a raccoon, a rat, coyote, deer, whatever you can find, you know. And if you have salt, salt is a good preservative. You know, it's like almost like making beef jerky. Out in the wilderness, you just coat the animal with salt. It like preserves it, prevents it from getting like going bad. You can always boil stuff, and a rope, a knife, some sort of a cooking pan. I mean, you don't really even need a knife. You can make one out of a rock, you know, or break a stick and find a sharp enough spear, you know, to jag an animal. Anyway, what am I talking about that, right? I'm on this boonie track. And it's so weird because I'm looking at it through the camera and it doesn't look so good. But to me, like where I'm standing, it's just like this three-dimensional heaven of plants and nature, you know. And it's kind of a nice chill spot almost, you know. I know it gets full, but right now it's the bottom of a creek bed, so there's a lot of plants growing. Good stuff. I see a lot of animal tracks. Trekking out of it now. Show you how close I am to the road. There it is. There I was. Typical drive through, see the cattails, don't even realize there's a whole nother world down below. Anyways, this is me signing off for 2013, 6/20, and just want to let you know I love you all and I love you, Joy. I hope heaven's treating you right, and hope everybody's life is treating them semi-right. You gotta be happy at least one time a day, and even if you don't have anything to smile about, just smile that you're alive, and that you're breathing, and that you can still forage. It's not, money isn't gonna always save everything. So, oh yeah, and another thing, just because it's organic, doesn't mean it's healthy for you. There's a lot of things that are organic that are very unhealthy for you. You could say crude oil comes straight out of the ground. That's organic, right? Metal, iron, steel, that stuff comes right out of the ground. You shouldn't be ingesting that stuff either. You know, there's a lot of stuff that are organic that gets blown out of proportion. And we just need to realize that what organic means, the definition of organic, and don't buy just because it says organic. It's not a reason to be healthy. If you look at the ingredients, they're just as unhealthy as the other shit. It's just organic. And they could be spraying crude oil on your shit and still call your stuff organic. So just beware. Alright everyone. Love you.